Rob McGavin, originally from Barcaldine, just down the road, and now our main business is growing extra virgin olive oil, and we sell under the Cobram state brand. Oh, it's an absolutely brilliant initiative. You know, there's a lot of people who are at the end of their tether, and certainly there's a huge need, in my view, in this area for some fundamental change to, you know, to see this area survive and prosper.
Yeah.
With regards to Kidsworth Station, I mean, it's a really sad case, and it's quite emotional to think that, you know, that's happened to them, and really it's all about timing. Everyone, all they really do in this area is buy and sell cattle. If they're in that game, buy and sell land, and they might do it once every 2 months, or they might do it once every 100 years, but the timing of when they do it is the difference between the people who survive and the people who don't. It just all comes back to timing. There's some other things there that are huge issues, like kangaroos, and I personally think for this area, kangaroos are halving the stocking rate in my view, and that's more than halving the profitability. That's really wiping the profitability out, because, you know, the overhead costs are the same, but they can't run as many stock. And the research and development, in my view, needs to be around how do you solve these core issues and then look for other opportunities. It might be farming kangaroos, I don't know, but this is a real issue. If it keeps going down this track, I can't see this area competing very effectively with other areas that don't have something eating half their grass.
Yeah.
You know, the other great thing about this area is that it's like naturally each year you get this beautiful grass, high in protein, and it turns into hay in the paddock. And I've got a farm in Western Victoria, but we've got to go out and spend a whole lot of money on diesel and cut the hay and store it and build sheds, and there's all this cost build up. Here it naturally stays in the paddock for the stock for the next 12 months because it doesn't get ruined very often. And the issue with the kangaroos are that you can't manage that because they just come in and eat it, and if you lock your country up to save, all your neighbours' roos comes in and eat it. So it's just causing multi-level problems, in my view, that R&D from government, even drought handouts, should probably be a lot more focused on what the community in that area needs to resolve their long-term issues, more than just a band-aid, which will then require another band-aid and another one, and probably still won't work. The reason I'm dodging the question on how to save this property and this family is because, you know, it's dangerous to start making assumptions from reading a case study. Look, if they really, really, really in their heart want to make it work, and I doubt that they're not sick of it, in my view, that, you know, it'd be death by 1,000 cuts to date, and it could be another 10 years of another 1,000 cuts, and they still could lose it. So in their mind, they've got to face the reality, and I think it's going to be tough anyway, and they may be able to get out of it, but it's with a lot of risk. And maybe, you know, they've got to think about, we now owe the bank $4 million for this property. Do we want to buy this property for $4 million or whatever, because that's what effectively it's costing them if they want to continue ploughing on, because the equity levels have got so low. And again, kangaroos, drought, government policy with live export, you know, just a myriad of things. And like any plane accident, it's not just one thing, it's usually 3 or 4 things in succession that come at once that cause this problem. And, you know, I think it's almost the perfect storm, and who's to say it's going to get better anytime soon? The kangaroos aren't going away in a hurry. You know, it will rain again, but when? Well, government policy, no one knows, because they think pretty short term. And the currency is a big driver of this as well, and interest rates and so many other things. But rain's I suppose, the big unknown. Look, my view is that there's people out there doing well who, again, timing, and sometimes it's luck, but most people will, you know, the better their timing is, the luckier they get, and it would be a habit of some people who always buy and sell at the right time versus some people that don't. But I think that, I mean, there's obviously people out there doing really well, but the issue is there's a lot of stress on a lot of people, and so that gives an opportunity to those people doing well to expand their operations. And, you know, the hard luck is that some people will be out the door, but the core issue for everyone is probably the same, even the good operators, the poor operators. So it's about ensuring that precious funds go towards driving innovation and research to either solving problems or creating opportunities, and that's the absolute key. And the community need to agree that is our number one problem. Stop throwing band-aids all around the place on everything that no one cares about. The number one problem is this for now, or this and this and this, and let's research and do it properly and find a solution together. And it's probably multi-pronged of fix a problem, but create an opportunity in both if you can. Oh, that's a tough one. I love Brahmins because they're so smart. You know, they're really so smart.
Thank you.
People can create real opportunities for each other, and I implore you to join Agrihive as a platform to be able to explore those opportunities and to build resilience in our rural regions.